Okay? What about this one? Okay. I want now to, this shiur, I want to finish reading the first paragraph part, and maybe I will say some things again, but if you don't need them, I need them. So I'm part of the shiur, so
you are the shiur.
I'm going to say it again. כי צריך לדון את כל אדם לכף זכות. You have to know that you have to judge each person for the favorably. אפילו מישהו רשע גמור. Even this one that is total lost. is רשע גמור. צריך לחפש ולמצוא בו איזה מעט טוב, שבאותו מעט אין לו רשע. You have to look and find for a little bit good that in this little point of good, he is not Rasha, he is not considered as a Rasha. ועל ידי זה שמוצא בו מעט טוב ודן אותו לכף זכות, על ידי זה מעלה אותו באמת לכף זכות. And by finding this little bit of good in him, you really raise him up from the situation of being a Rasha Gamur to another place that is not Rasha Gamur. ויוכל להשיבו בתשובה, and you can, make him a Baal Tshuva. Baal Tshuva is towards the tzaddik. I don't know if he's a tzaddik, but it's towards the tzaddik. Okay, so this is the headlines. Yeah, from now we are going to start working a little bit more about this. But what is the headline? The headline is that you have to be a judge all your life. You have to live like a judge. Every man that you see, you have to judge him favorably. Yeah, every man, every woman, everything, every kid, everything you see, you have to judge him for. It's easier for me to say for the good side. Yeah, favorably, but for the good side. This is the first point, and this you can see in the Mishnah in Avos that we spoke about. Aselecha Rav, make yourself a Rav. You need a Rav. Every man needs a Rav, because if he doesn't have a Rav, so he does whatever he wants, and he can think he's going on the right way and he's going to the wrong way. So he needs a Rav, at least in the halacha, at least. But even in the way of working Hashem, he needs a Rav. Okay, so, and buy yourself a friend. You have to have someone that you will be a friend, even if you have to buy him. If you buy him with money, if you buy him with attention, kavod, friendship, whatever. But buy yourself a friend. And you have to judge every man for the favorably. Okay. So then it says there, what does it mean? Every man? Only the one that is from the 50% and higher. This one you have to judge him to the good side. Yeah, he's good and he did good, and find excuses for him why he's not the mindset that he did, the thing that he did is okay, but 50% and down, even the good things he does, you judge him for the bad. No, he didn't mean to do good. He meant everything for himself. So this, you have to judge every man. This depends there. But when Rabbeinu comes, afilu mishu rasha gamur, even the one that is a rasha gamur, it doesn't say you have to judge him for the good side favorably. It says you have to seek and find a good point. The one that is 50% and low, I don't judge him favorably. I have to seek and find a good point in him. That in this good point, he's not a Rasha. He's not bad. He's good. Yeah, this is the work. And when I find this good point, then now it's not anymore 50-50. I raised him up to 51% good. Yeah, but it's work. It's a lot of work to do it. Especially, if you just see the man and you hear a story from your friend, okay. But if this man did something wrong to you, then to find and seek for something good, it's a very hard work. Yeah? Okay. So this is the point. But if you do this work, you can make him a Baal Tshuva. A Baal Tshuva is a tzaddik. You made him up into the tzaddik. Okay. כן, וזה בחינת, ועוד מעט בן רשע, והתבוננת על מקומו בינינו. Is a sentence from Tehillim, yeah, that he said, ועוד מעט בן רשע. And we said it already, yeah, and a little while, and a little bit, yeah, and there's no Rasha. And you look at his place, where you were before, and he's not there anymore. היינו, שהפסוק מזהיר לדון את הכל לכף זכות. The sentence, he tells everyone to judge everybody for the favorably. אף על פי שאתה רואה שהוא רשע גמור, even that you see that he is a רשע גמור. אף על פי כן, צריך אתה לחפש ולבקש ולמצוא. You have to seek and search and find a little bit good that in this place he's not a רשע. וזהו ועוד מעט ואין רשע, שצריך אתה לבקש בו עוד מעט. You have to look and search for a little bit more, שיש בו עדיין ששם אינו רשע. כי אף על פי שהוא רשע, listen, אף על פי שהוא רשע, you hear, אברהם? אף על פי שהוא רשע, even though that he is a רשע, he is a רשע. I see, I'm a judge.
I'm not blind.
Rabbeinu told me, you are the judge. If I'm a judge, I have seichel. I am intelligent, It takes some years to learn until you get to be a judge, Okay, so Rabbeinu said, you are big enough, you are old enough, you are intelligent enough to be a judge. So I'm a judge, So I see he's a Rasha. I'm not lying myself. I'm not going to say stories. No, he's a tzaddik. He's a Rasha, But even though that you see that he's a Rasha, אבל בכן צריך אתה לחפש ולבקש למצוא בו מעט טוב. Even so, I have to, he said, two words, to search and to seek and to find. Search and seek and find something good, a good point. ששם אינו רשע, that in this point he's not a רשע. ועוד מעט ואין רשע, שצריך אתה לבקש בו עוד מעט טוב. Again he says, you have to look and see for a little bit, שיש בו עדיין ששם אינו רשע, that he has in him that he is not a רשע. כי אף על פי שהוא רשע, even though that he is a רשע, איך אפשר שאין בו מעט טוב עדיין? כי איך אפשר שלא עשה איזה מצווה או דבר טוב מימיו? How is it possible that he didn't do any mitzvah or anything good in his life?
So my question is,
yeah.
If you don't mind a question.
No.
In what space of time do you have to make these judgments? When you see somebody and you see he's a Rasha Gemur.
Yeah.
Maybe you know him, maybe you don't know him. Do you have to decide on them on the spot, or do you take time to think about it?
I'm going on the bus or in the
right.
supermarket or wherever I'm going. I see a guy. I don't know if he's a Rasha or not.
Right.
Only by the way he looks, I can see. I say, he doesn't have a hat and a payas and tzitzis, so he's a Rasha. This is not the way we were taught. That in the minute that you see that you judge the man. But if you see, like you see a man, like we take this example, you stand in the queue and you see a man and he's dressed in a schlumper way, and he's dirty and he stinks and you smell the alcohol out of him, and he pushes everybody and he goes on the bus first, he doesn't take any notice of the queue. So I have to find a good point in him. How do I do it? If I'm quick enough, I can find on the spot. If not, I have to think later.
So you have to withhold your judgment until you think about it, that's basically.
If you cannot find in the place, yeah. But I have to find it. This is my job. Who is where is my responsibility? In the place where I meet.
The contact.
Yeah, where I have the contact. Yeah, if I don't hear news about this Russia, so I didn't hear. I cannot judge him. He didn't come like a judge in the court. Who he judge? He can judge only the one that came over to him.
Right.
But someone that stands outside, okay. I don't know anything about him. How can I judge him?
So you have to be dumb. You have to be quiet. If you don't, you can't make.
It doesn't have anything to do with me. So it doesn't have anything to do with me. But if it comes over to me, like today, I was sitting and someone was speaking about shidduch for someone, and I know the guy that they were speaking about, and I didn't think that they speak right. They spoke on the right. So I told him, excuse me, but you're speaking right next to me, and I have ears, and Baruch Hashem, I'm healthy, so I can hear, and maybe I can help you. So they said yes. So we spoke about it. He came over to me. I don't listen for what someone else speaks with his friend. I don't listen to it.
Right.
But it came to me already. So I have to do something about it. If I can, I gave the other example, if you remember, that I was standing in the bus station and someone brought furniture to someone, and the guy was late, and I was sorry that I didn't go to speak to him because he wanted to go away. Okay, I don't know if he went or he didn't wait. My bus came sooner, but if it comes to you, it has something to do with you. You have a responsibility about it. You are the judge. Rabbeinu made you for a judge. A judge, and not only a judge. You are the judge. You are the police. You have to do things. Okay. But this I have to understand. איך אפשר שלא עשה איזה מצווה או דבר טוב מימיו? It has to be that he did some kind of mitzvah or something good in his life. So, at least wait. We said, where did we learn that you have to judge the Russia? From the Sanhedrin, from the 71 Sanhedrin. So, the 71 Sanhedrin, they found out this man is guilty. They check, they see everything. Everyone thinks, okay, so we don't say the psak today, we will wait for tomorrow. Why? Maybe someone will find something good. Okay, so if someone will find something good, what will happen? If one of the Sanhedrin said, no, I see, but he's not a chayav. And he will say, no, he's not a chayav, but they won't accept him. The 70 other members of the Sanhedrin won't accept it. What happened? If everybody says that he's a chayav, so he goes out.
Right.
If this one says that he's guilty, so he's going to die. Why? So we said why, because it's a schut, a merit.
Merit.
It's a merit for him, to be killed by the Sanhedrin. That if someone does something bad for you, it's a merit for you that he did it to you. that you were punished by a man. And not Hashem waited until you die and then you will get the punishment. Now I get the punishment. This is my time. This is a big zchut, because you come out without this punishment.
Blemish, right.
Okay, so this Rasha Gamu, it's the same. If I can't see anything good in him, so he's a Chayav Mita. He doesn't have any tikkun in this world. But if I find something good, he has a tikkun in this world. He can get his tikkun from other people, which is a big zchut. Okay. I want to finish this this reading. Okay. המצווה אומרת, ועל ידי זה שאתה מוצא בו מעט טוב, ששם אין לו רשע, ואתה דן אותו לקו זכות, על ידי זה אתה מעלה אותו באמת מקו חובה לקו זכות. By this, you really raise him up from the point of 49% good and 51% bad to 51% good, 49% bad. עד שישוב בתשובה על ידי זה. Until you will make tshuva. He will make tshuva. וזהו ועוד מעט בן רשע, על ידי שמוצא ברשע עוד מעט טוב ששם אין רשע, על ידי זה והתבוננת על מקומו ואיננו. Wow. Yeah? Again, he takes this pasuk and again he says to us, by finding a little bit good, that in this place he is good, all the rest is a rasha, but in this point he is good, you will look at his place and he is not there. היינו, שתתבונן ותסתכל על מקומו ומדרגתו, when you look on his place and on his מדרגה, level, on his spiritual level, he is not there on his first place. כי על ידי שמוצאים בו עוד מעט טוב, by finding this point of good, a little point of good, ודנים אותו לקו זכות, and then you judge him favorably, על ידי זה מוציאים אותו באמת מקו חובה לקו זכות. By this, you take him out from being a complete Rasha to the side of the good. וזהו מתבוננות על מקומו בעינינו כנ"ל, very nice, okay. This is the first paragraph, and this is the main job that we have to do.
It's like doing the kiruv.
It is doing kiruv. It's not like doing kiruv. This is doing kiruv.
Yeah.
Like I told you, this guy, we had one rabbi that used to go to shiurim with secular people, and one of the friends used to go with him. Every shiur used to go with him. So he asked him, why are you coming with me? I like you coming with me, but why are you coming? He didn't drive him. Yeah, someone else were driving him. I want to come. Why? He said, I'm sitting in the shiur, and I'm taking every time a man or two or three or whatever, and I find good points in them. That's why he went to the shiur. It's okay. The first good point is that this man came to the shiur, but then he tried to find good points. How did he do it? I was so impressed that I didn't even ask him how do you do it. I should have asked him how you do it. But now I want to go into I saw something very good. I saw something. First of all, we have to know that we don't understand really the depth of this Torah. We don't understand. Why? Because when you see the Torah is repeating again and again and again the same things, why does he repeat? Because he knows I don't understand. And every time he repeats with a little bit, different, and it says a lot of things. But I told you, I try to dig inside, and I can't really break this thing, but there's a sefer that is called Sefer HaBrit. How do you say Brit?
Brit is covenant.
No. It's like when two countries make agreement with it.
Covenant.
Covenant?
Covenant.
Covenant?
Covenant.
Covenant. Okay. Covenant. Like the Indians used to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, covenant? That's what it's called? Okay. So the Torah is covenant. It's called covenant, right? It's the covenant between us and Hashem. So Sefer Abli, he went out maybe 400 years ago, and he collected in the first part of the book, he collected all the science of his time to show that all the science is in the Torah. And it's an amazing job, he had to learn all kind of science, everything, and he brings all kind of animals, all kind of stars and everything. He brings everything out of everything. So he speaks about the eye. How does the eye work? And it's, I'm not going to repeat it because someone has to translate it into English, but just, it goes to the smallest details of the eyes. How does it build? How many layers of skin behind the eye? How many kinds of fluid there's in between every layer? What does it does? When the fluid is close to this side of the skin or to this side, it goes into the very small details of the way of the eye.
Of the eye.
Yeah. And then he said the nerves of that gives you the power of seeing goes and gets connected to the brain, and there's 6 muscles that holds the eye and gives it the power to go around. And the way the eye works is that it gets the reflection of the light that lights on this object. Like if there was no light, when there's no light, we cannot see. It's not possible to see without light. Only when there's light, you can see. But the air, you can't see the air. When there's a very, very clean glass, you cannot see it. Yeah, very clean water, standing clean water. You cannot see the first layer of the water. You only see the deeper layer. When it gets darker.
Right.
Yeah. Why? Because the light goes through it. Only when the material is thick,
It reflects the light.
it reflects the light. Yeah? And the light itself has all the colors, and that's how it gets all the colors. This is the possibility of seeing. And then when the eye see the thing, the eye itself, it doesn't see. It's only like glasses.
It's an instrument.
It's an instrument, yeah. The instrument, it brings the thing that you see into the brains, and then the brains understand what you see. And he gives an example, when you take something and you move it very fast in front of the eyes. So the eye saw it, but he doesn't know what
It's so, right.
because he didn't have time to bring it to the brains. You need some time until you bring it to the brains, and then the brain understands it. And when it gives this kind of example, when a man stands in a dark room and 4 walls, and you put two pipes outside to look to the street, he can see everything. But take him out of this room, put him out in the light, and let him look inside the dark room, he cannot see anything. So the Russia is the dark room. is a complete Russia. There's no light in him. No, but I tell you, Rabbi Nachman, I tell you there must be light in him. What you think there's no light in him, it's wrong. It's nature. I just told you the way that the eye works, It's nature. The room is dark. Point. So there's a saying in the Gemara, Shuriyana de'ena belibat talia. The muscles of the eye are dependent on the heart. And, for years I was going with it, there's no such a thing. There's no such a thing. I looked on, I read this Sefer Abrit before, I read it, it's amazing book. And he doesn't say, it's a rabbi, right? It's not only a professor that, how do you call it, the guys, the scientists that look after it, He should have said that this is the truth, the muscles of the eyes are connected to the heart, but no, he said the muscles of the eyes are connected to the brains. But what does the brain see? The brain see what he wants to see. What he doesn't want to see, he doesn't see. Yeah? Like this,
It's selective.
It's selective, right. Where is the selection happens? In the heart. Yeah? If I want to see this man, as a good man, if I'm going to buy myself a new hat. I'm going to buy a new hat. So my friend is going with me. And we go from shop to shop, and he says, no, this is not a nice hat, and this is not a nice hat, and this is not a good one, this is not a good one. In the end, I will buy one, because I went out with a will to buy a hat. So I'm going to buy, even if this friend will say, no, this is not, I will find a nice hat in my eyes. How come it become a nice hat in my, because I wanted to buy a hat. Yeah? But there was many ties in this shop. Very nice ties. I didn't even look at them. I didn't pay any attention. Why?
Weren't interested.
My heart was not there. I didn't even see that. He said, when we went out, when we finished, and I had my new hat, and everything was very happy, he says to me, wow, you saw this nice ties in the shop? No. Because I'm selective. In my looking, I'm selective. When an architect goes through an old city, he sees everything. I will go with him. I won't see. He will say, "Oh, look at this nice building." I say, "Wow, very nice." Then we will go. Did you see the terrace? Did you see how this was built? And all the details he could see, because he has a heart for it. Because he has the heart for it, so he has the eyes for it, and he has the mind for it. But the heart is the selector. He decides what I'm going to see and what not. And this is what Rabbeinu says here. You have to know. I'm telling you, you have to know that you have to judge everyone for the favorable. Yeah? Because it's not possible. It's not possible that he didn't do any mitzvah or something good in his life. So this room is not completely dark. This room has light in it. Only you decided in your heart that you don't see this light. But if you believe in what I say, that there is light in it, there will be light in it.
That's your thought. Wow.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. It's amazing, really amazing. And now, now we know this rule, there's a little bit of light takes away a lot of darkness, yeah. Because if you put a very small light in this room, you can already see some objects. Yeah? Oh, wow. I didn't know there's a chair in this room. You know? Okay, you sit down. You know, you can do things in this room. You can start moving things. Maybe you'll find matches there, and you can light a candle, and then you can see you have more light. Yeah? This is what happens with belief. I believe 100%. One time, Rabbi Nachman, he spoke to the Hasidim that came, and everybody was, wow, excited, amazing things. So he says to them, you know, everything I said and all these amazing things doesn't worth anything if you don't put oil on them. Oil. What kind of oil you want us to put on these things? So the oils of Itboidedus. You have to pray and ask that you will have the power to do these things. You know, now I say, yeah, Rabbi Nachman is commanding me to have a belief that in this dark room there's light. But I see in my eyes that there's no light. He is a Russia. You know what he did to me? He's a big Russia because he did to me. You know, he's dark. He's you know, how can you find anything good in this man? Rabbi Nachman said, you can. So I have to go and pray. Give me the power to be able to find in each one something good. Even the people that hurt me, that did something very bad. Yeah? I have to find something good in them. And when I light this room, so it means when I light this Rasha, yeah, so he himself can start finding good things in himself. Yeah? But this already, it's, you know, I try to understand it physically, you know. Physically, we can, I don't know if I can understand it physically, you know, because I found something good in you. I gave you the power to see it. Why does the Russia is a Russia? Because he gave up. Why is a criminal? That's what. Why is he a criminal? Because he grew up in a bad neighborhood and he didn't have any ladder to grow on, so he took this ladder of violence, of all this. Okay, this is my job. Why? Because he thinks he hasn't got any chance in the other way. But if you can show him, listen, you have a chance. What can I show him? And then listen, you know, like, what do you do? What do you mean what I do? I'm robbing people. How do you do it? I stand on the corner of the street. I wait for the man. I take out my gun, put it on his head, and say to him, or the money, or your life. And what happens if someone stronger and quicker than you will come? No, I'm ready. Yeah, don't worry. No, I'm ready. I'm a professional. Well, if you're a professional in being a robber, you can be a professional in anything else. You only have to invest. When you show the man, you know, what you do already needs talent. Yeah, like, you know, to rob a bank, you need a big talent. It's not a simple job. So why go and invest your talent in robbing bank? Go invest it in being a mechanic, in being a how do you call it? You know, the airplane driver, pilot. Go and be a pilot. If you can rob a bank, you can be a pilot. So it starts from believe. I believe that I have a good point, or I believe he has a good point. When I believe he has a good point, I can find this good point. When I can find this good point, I have the hope to find another one. And then I have another already. Because then I have the hope to find another one. So I believe I'm going to find another one. So I can search and I can find another one and another one and another one and another one until I can see that he can make a tshuva. And then he can see it himself. Rabbi Akiva says, how do I affect him? Yeah, Rabbi Akiva says, Chaya achat omedet barakia. There's one animal that stands in the sky, in the high sky. And its name is Israel. So there's one animal in the sky that his name is Israel. It's one animal, it's one body. So the eyes of the animal and the tail of the animal is the same animal. So when I use the power of finding something good in someone that is the tails of the animals or the nails of these animals, yeah, they like something low from this animal, I raise him up. Remember, you are part of this big animal. It's not that, okay, you are very low, you are nothing, like Rabbi Nachman says, I for myself, I know I'm nothing. But, I have a big Rabbi. And because I have such a big Rabbi, so I am big also. And I have to know it. I have to know that because I have this Rabbi, so I can do this work. Look at each Rasha and find this good point in him. And when I find the good point in him, he will find the good point in himself. And he will be able to go higher and higher and higher and higher all the time. Okay, so why I want, this is good. Why I wanted to finish it, because I wanted to come to this point. I like to read everything, and then it comes. וכן צריך האדם למצוא גם בעצמו. And the same work that you do with other people, you have to do it with yourself. To find good points. כי זה ידוע, שצריך האדם להיזהר מאוד להיות בשמחה תמיד, ולהרחיק העצבות מאוד מאוד, because it's known, a man has to be happy all the time, keep himself happy all the time, and go far away from sadness in all his powers. כמובן אצלנו כמה פעמים. ואפילו כשמתחיל להסתכל בעצמו, והוא רואה שאין בו שום טוב, and even when he looks at himself, and he doesn't see anything good, והוא מלא חטאים, and he's full of sins, and he's the worst man in the world, ורוצה הבעל דבר להפילו על ידי זה בעצמות ומראה שחורה, yeah? And the Satan wants to put him down in sadness and melancholic depression, deep depression, חס ושלום. אף על פי כן אסור לו ליפול מזה, רק צריך לחפש ולמצוא בעצמו איזה מעט טוב. כי איך אפשר שלא עשה מימיו וזה מצווה או דבר טוב. Only he has to look at himself and find something good in himself. Because it's not possible that he didn't do any mitzvah or something good. Okay, I look at myself, what are you talking about? Me? I'm doing a lot of mitzvahs every day. Why do I need this Torah? כן, ואף כשמתחיל להסתכל באותו דבר טוב, and even when he looks on this something good that he did, הוא רואה שגם הוא, גם כן מלא פצעים, ואין בו מתום. Okay, I did something good, I said ברכות השחר. Yeah? I daven shachris. Okay? So I daven shachris. This called shachris. This prayer called shachris. This is not called shachris. It's not shachris like Baal Shem Tov, like Gaon or Vilna. It's not shachris at all. It's nothing. It's worse. It's better you didn't do anything. If you didn't do anything, it was better. Why? Because at least you didn't spoil this good words that there is in Shachris. Well, it's Averis. Your Shachris, it's Averis. It's not mitzvahs, it's Averis. You know, it's not Shachris. This, like this, you say, Baruch Atah Hashem. You say the name of Hashem. It's better you won't say it. Like this, you say Hashem. Hashem, you know who? Hashem is the biggest king in the world. You have to be, wow. But you don't say it at all. So this is why we need it also. You know, because after all, you know, it's like, you know, I spoke to someone today, so he told me, there's a saying like, you know, Tovel v'sheretz biyado, that he goes to the mikveh, but he still is, he holds the tumah in his hand. So he goes down under the water, you know, and he comes out just the same because he holds the tumah in his hand. You know, like, I want to make tshuva, but I still hold all my averos. So what good point do you have? I went to the mikveh. I cannot let go of the tumah, but I went to the mikveh. Nachon, you're right. This is not the way that you daven in front of this big King Hashem. You're right. Yeah, better you won't daven. No, it's not better you won't daven. I went there. I did the automatic thing. Okay, it's automatic. It's not right. You know, even though I try. You know, I try to be focused. Yeah. And then I go to the market, and then I go to the bank, and then I go to, with my wife, it was like this, and with this guy, I go all over the world. Yeah? But I was, you know, the fact you cannot take away from me. The tefillin was on my hand, and it was on my head. My mouth said something, yeah? I'm not sure exactly what, but it said something. Most of the time I look at the book to be sure that I said what is written there. Baruch Hashem, that's it. If one word I said good, very nice. So, you know, I like to call him in his name, you know, the Satan. Because this is his name, you know, like, he wants to put you down. You have to be sad. You have to be depressed. You have to be melancholic all your life. That's how you have to look. But this is really, it's all my bchira is how to accept things. You know, I'm going to be happy. Whatever happens, I'm going to be happy. I'm trying, you know, I'm doing something, I'm opening the book, you know, like today, you know, I thought to call you to say there's no shiur today. Yeah? And I don't know how I felt on this book, to remind me this Sefer HaBrit. And because I was so happy with this understanding, so I kept the rest of the thing and learned again and worked on it. But I thought, no, there's nothing, you know. But take one point, you know, I'm going to do it. No, I'm going to do it anyway. Hashem will help me, you know. So He helped you, you know. The saying, I'm going to find a good point in me. I'm going to be good. I'm going to find something good. So He will help you to find something good, you know. But it's a work of all the time. Says Shlomo HaMelech says, the time is finishing. Shlomo HaMelech says that there's a city, and there came a big king with a big army on this city, and nobody knew what to do. And there was a poor boy there, but a clever boy that saved all the city. And on the day after, no one remembered this boy. Wow. A big city, you know, like take United States of America, you know, all the nation comes over them. They don't know what to do. All they have to do is surrender. Oh, wow, all the pride and all the names and all the wow, we have to surrender. This guy, a small boy, and he goes to the president, and he goes to the generals, and he goes to everyone and tells them exactly what you have to do. Saves all the country. The day later, nobody remembers him. It's not possible. How can it be? So he gives an example. A guy goes. He says, "I cannot learn. I don't have the power to daven." But he goes anyway. He goes to the Bet Knesset. And said, "Okay, I'll give it a try." He gives it a try, and wow, it works. Yeah? What happened the next day, or the next tefillah again? Wow, how can I? But just 5 minutes, a couple of hours ago, you felt just the same. I cannot pray. And you went, and you did, and you managed. In the morning, it's one of the good examples, especially, with kids, Wow, I don't have power, I don't feel good, it's hard for me to get up, and He gets up, once he's dressed, he's happy, he's going out, around, What's happening tomorrow? The same story. No, get up, no. You have, he gets up, no, everything is good, wow, what a lovely day is going on. He forgets. In one day, you forget what happened the day before. Something bad happened to a man, something really bad. Like with Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov Avinu thinks that Yosef is dead. His son Yosef is dead. Okay, so after 7 days, after 30 days, he's still crying. So all his kids come over to show him, listen, you're right, Yosef is dead. It's very hard, but look what you have. So when I have something bad, I see it very big. But when I have something good, I see it very small. Okay, try and raise it. Make it bigger. Make it nicer. Make it stronger. Give it the right power. Because one small thing that you do, it's like we took the example of this dark room. A little light, little candle in this room, and everything is different. So a little bit of light in my life, to understand myself, to think good about myself, my life is different. Yesterday I heard a mashal from the Rabbanis. It was a good mashal. I will change it a little bit. That one very rich man, he had a problem with his shoe. It opened. So he went to the shoemaker. And he goes down to the shoemaker and he sees everything is dark. Says, "Hello, anybody's there?" This is the workshop of the shoemaker. Says, "Can I go in? Can I come in?" Says, "No, he comes in. He sees this guy, like this." He says, "What's going on? You can fix my shoe?" He says, "Okay, yeah." I start working, He says, "What's going on?" I have debts and I have problems with my wife and with my kids, What this 20 shekel that you're going to give me, what's going to do? Nothing. He says to him, "Listen, come to my house." He fixed the shoe, puts the shoe on his leg, "Come to my house." He says, "I have this, how do you call it, metal gold, a piece of gold. It built like
a
bar of gold. Yeah, take it. I'm old. I married off all my kids. I have good incomes from good investments that I did when I was young. Take it. I don't need it. Use it." Okay. He's very happy. Wow. He's going home, running home. He put it in the cupboard. He goes and lend 20 shekels. buy a new bulb for electricity, you know, and put on the electricity, start working, fixing all the shoes, making telephones to all the guys to come. Okay, start moving, start cleaning in the shop, and people are coming in. You know, he makes a little bit more money. He makes the window nicer, and but after a couple of years, you know, he makes a nice factory. He has a good factory. He paid off all his debts. You know, goes on and on. You know, everything goes on. One day he walks in the street, and the shoe open. He's not fixing shoes anymore. He has big factories and he's selling a lot of shoes all over the world, you know. So he found a shoemaker. He goes in, everything is dark, quiet, you know, smell is not so good. Anybody is home? This is the shop of the shoemaker? So he sees a guy, looks just like he was looking. So he remembered, wow, I didn't use this piece of gold. He says to him, come over with me. You know, fix my shoe. He fixed his shoe. Come over with me. You know, he goes over with him, gives him the piece of gold, and so on. Yeah, that's how it goes. What do I mean? The piece of gold is this point that I look good on myself. I find something good in myself. And then I have a little bit of light. When I have a little bit of light, I can start working. I can start climbing, this ladder of, I believe I have something good. I search for this point of good. I find this point of good. Or I have hope that I have more points of good. I have hope that I can be successful. I have hope that I can do something. I believe that I can do something. If I'm so talented from what I see of myself, so for sure I can do. This is the piece of gold. But I mustn't lose this piece of gold. I have to hold it all the time. I am good. I am a piece of gold. I have it all my time with me all the time. Only use it. Shine it. You know, look at it. Make it big. Make it important. Be'ezrat Hashem. We have to really daven, pray, shout, beg to Hashem to give us the power. You know, now there's many courses of self-improvement. All the courses are built on this Torah. Everything is built on this Torah. Believe in yourself. What does it mean, believe in yourself? Believe in this point of good that you have in yourself. And if you have one, you have many more. Yeah? Start looking, this is good, it's not good. When you look at it in the inner point of the good, there is good. All the time there is good. And you can go higher and higher. Bezrat Hashem.
Yashar Koach.
Yashar Koach.